Hello, good afternoon, everyone. So, why are you singing the song today? Okay, so the next chapter is The Enemy, written by Pearl S. Buck. The name of the author is Pearl S. Buck. Yes or no? You know the author, Pearl S. Buck? Read about him something? It's given in the introduction. No? So, first you must read about the author and also the introductory part of the story, the drama which we are going to read. It is a big chapter, okay? Before we read, let me tell you the synopsis of the story. Synopsis of the story we are going to read. Then I will tell you in my own words. So, in the story, we are going to read about Dr. Sadao, a Japanese doctor who helps the American prisoner of war, Tom. Here, the name of the story is The Enemy. And I think the title is very, very appropriate because in the story you would see that there was a doctor who saved the life of his enemy. Now, as a doctor, it is his duty, it is his responsibility to save life of every being, all the citizen. But here the doctor was in a dilemma. Dilemma means confused state. What to do with the enemy? And everybody will be. So just for a few seconds, the thought came to doctor's mind what to do with my enemy. He is my enemy. But then later on, he forgets about his enemy and he keeps on giving him treatment. So all of you can see the board. I have made a mind map or a road map for you to understand it better way. So in the story, the protagonist is Dr. Sadao. Now, Dr. Sadao is a Japanese doctor. He is well versed. He is skilled doctor, experienced doctor. He had studied in America. So, Dr. Sadao was a very, very qualified surgeon. He had gone to America for studying surgery and medicine. He studied there for around 6 years. So at the age of 22, when he was 22-year-old, his father had sent him beyond the island. That means beyond the ocean to America, from Japan to America. He was a Japanese doctor and he was a very, very strong believer, firm believer in his own language, culture, system, civilization. So you can say he was a fanatic about his own culture and country. And he inherited all these things from his own father. So Dr. Sadao was a Japanese doctor, he was a surgeon and a scientist, and he had gone to America for surgery and medicine. Now he stayed there in America for around 6 years, as I told you, and there he stayed at an American house. The name of that professor was Harley. Professor Harley's home. And now that professor and his wife, both of them were very good people. They were very good, especially to outsiders, the foreigners, non Americans. And the lady was very, very talkative. At his house, at his place, when Dr. Sadao had gone for studying, attending some classes, there he had met Hana for the first time. Hana, his wife. Dr. Sadao's wife for the first time. And when he saw her, he was attracted. He thought of falling into love. But before falling in love, he checked, he assured whether the girl is Japanese or not. Before falling into love with Hana, he checked whether the girl is Japanese or not. If she was American, if she were to be an American or Chinese, he wouldn't have. That means it shows that he loved his country, his culture, his father's values. So he was a Japanese and he inherited all these values, qualities from his father. So first he confirmed that the girl is also Japanese and then he had fallen in love with Hana. Both of them had got married later on. They had come back to Japan after they finished their study after 6 7 years, and he informed his father about Hana. His father met Hana, the girl, and the marriage took place traditionally, in a traditional manner. Everything was done according to Japanese culture. Now, after Sadao reached Japan, he started giving his services in army. And he was deployed in army, he was giving his services in army, and this was the time where when World War was starting. So, First World War had already stopped, ended, and it was the time. So, this is the 1930. The period is 1930. So, World War First had already over, and World War Second was about to start. So, this time he was in the army, but he was not sent with the troops on the front line, with the soldiers. Why? The reason is that there was a general, and the name of the general was Takima. The general Takima, he suffered from heart ailment, heart disease. He was sick, and therefore he might need operation anytime. And he was the best surgeon. Sadao was the best surgeon all over Japan, especially in the army that time. So general became a little bit selfish. He was a cruel general. It is written that he used to beat his wife also. He was very cruel. It's written in the book. When you read it in detail, he used to beat his wife and children also. And he used to keep even his private guards, private assassins for doing all kinds of illegal work. So the general had kept Sadao with him because of his selfishness, because he could need him anytime for operation. Now the wartime was going on, and Sadao was there at his house only. He was not sent with the troop. Now one day, Sadao and his wife, both of them were spending a quality time. They were on their terrace. They were standing on the terrace, and the weather was all right. It was pleasant weather. And then suddenly, because of some heat, few days heat, the weather became changed. The mist all over the place. The mist started, the fog started, it became misty, they couldn't see it clearly, and it was also evening time, 6 o'clock something. At the time when they were standing, and his wife Hana was leaning against him, she was holding her husband's hand, and they were in a happy mood, happy place. That time they saw some figure, a black figure was staggering at the beach. Some figure was staggering, means ladkhadana. And then they saw that later on the figure started crawling. It started creeping on knees and elbows. And Sadao was watching. He thought, he told his wife also, something is there, let's go, something is there. So both of them, Sadao and his wife, both of them went and checked what was that. So when they went near, they saw that it was a figure of a man. It was a man, and they went near. The man was lying on his face. He was lying on his face. His face was towards the ground. So they couldn't identify who is the man, even with the uniform. So they turned the man, and when they turned him on, they saw that this was no, not dead man, but unconscious man, unconscious white man. So immediately Hannah hesitated. A white man. White man here stand for American. American. And then very closely he went and he checked the uniform, and there was written on the uniform sailor, US Navy. So they understood that he is from America, United States Navy, and he is our enemy because the world war was going on. It had already begun. It was going on. And he saw half dead enemy at his footstep. Now, at this moment, he was in dilemma. Dilemma means confused. What to do? So, Dr. Sadao was confused because he could not shelter an enemy. If he sheltered the enemy, he would be treated as a traitor. He won't do it as won't show his patriotism. If others find out about him, they would say that you are a traitor, you are giving shelter to enemy. But second thought he had, that what to do with the man? I can't ignore him, I can't let him die, I can't throw him into the sea bag. So he was a doctor. So as a doctor, it was his duty, his responsibility, his morality to treat him, to help him, to treat the wound. So first, initially for few seconds he thought, and he discussed with his wife also, and both of them initially they were hesitating. The wife said, "You throw him." Wife told him that you throw him back. We cannot risk our life. Think what will happen to us, our children. We shall be in the jail. What will happen to our kids, our children? What will happen to me? Our house, our property will be in the jail. And both of them discussed. So he said, "You put." He told his wife Hannah to put. She said, "No, I'm not going to touch the man. You put." He was also not willing because he was a doctor. At the same time, he was a human being also. So, after the discussion, both of them, husband and wife, Dr. Sadao and Hannah, both of them agreed to bring him, to pull him back into their house. They quietly put him into his father's room. But they were afraid of the servants. So they found a man on the shore and they carried him to their father's room. Their father's room was empty. There was nobody because father had already died, and only the belongings of his father was there in the room. Whatever the matting, the clothes, the jug, whatever the things were there, they were all of traditional Japanese style. So they brought him there, they put him there, but they were afraid of the servants. How to face the servants? Because the servants were also all Japanese. They won't agree to support. They would resist, and they can even open the secret. They can go and tell the police or even in the army that there is an American and we shall be in trouble. So even though they were afraid, and they very quietly put the man into their father's room from the side door. So when he was in the room, now Sadao had checked his pulses, it was running, his heartbeat was moving, but he had also found that the man was shot. He was shot by gun, and there was the bullet. There was also gunpowder in the wound. And when he had removed, when he had tried to explore that place, immediately there came heavy bleeding. And when he had found him on the seashore, on the beach, immediately he had put some moss to cover the wound that time. And then when he had brought inside, again he explored some more part and he found the wound, and he told his wife that man needs to be operated. I need to operate him, otherwise he will die. But secondly, he also said that he is so thin, so weak. Even if I operate, there is less chance of your operation. So wife says, if he survives, what will happen? You are saying that less chance, but he survives. What will happen? He will be dangerous to us. But then he doesn't argue further and tells his wife to clean the man, wash the man, because he was dirty because of the sand from the beach, and he had been thrown by the waves of the ocean. He was a prisoner of war. Prisoner of war means he was captured by enemy and he was shot down by them, and however it was his fortune that he had made an escape. He had escaped, and he swam into the ocean, and when he was tired or exhausted, then because of the waves, because of the tides, because of the rocks and whatever the stones are there in the ocean, he was slowly and gradually thrown to the ashore of the ocean. So he told his wife to clean the man. Wife said, no, I am not going to touch this white man. She said, I am going to call servant. She goes and call Yumi, the servant. The name of the servant was Yumi, and Yumi was the caretaker. She was a nanny of their kid. She called Yumi. Yumi came, but she refused to clean the man. She said, "No, I can't touch him." And at this point, Hana got very angry. Even though she did not show her anger because she was afraid that this servant may leak the news, but she did not. She refused straight away. She said, "I can't touch him. He's a white man. He's our enemy." And even the gardener, when the news reached to the gardener, even the gardener said, what are you going to do to Sadao, that your father was very loyal to our country and you are giving shelter, you are operating a American? And he said, the waves, the ocean, the nature will take revenge from us. He was saying he was superstitious, but Hana was not superstitious. They were educated people, they were doctors, they believed in science and technology. However, the servants resisted. Nobody was ready to help them. Finally, Hana herself had to wash the wound. She cleaned the wound, and after cleaning, her husband, Dr. Sadao, came, and Sadao told Hana that I need someone to give anesthesia. Anesthesia, we need to make him unconscious because he will suffer because I am going to operate. So, with the help of Hana, he gave anesthesia to Yes, to the white man. So earlier it was given traditionally, like they used to put it on some cotton, and it was kept here on the nose. But nowadays they inject some part, whatever the part has to be numb, they just inject it there, and then the part becomes numb. So Hana, she was frightened. She had never done this kind of work, but with the support and guidance of her husband, she gave anesthesia to the man. Now it was the turn of Dr. Sadao to show his skill, to show his talent. So he started operating the man. He operated him, and it was his habit to call the patient my friend, my friend. So he was talking to him when he was operating, even though he was given anesthesia. But remember, still the pain was too much, and the man was wailing, he was crying in pain. He said, my friend, don't worry, don't worry. So because it was his habit, he was calling him a friend. Actually, he knew that he is my enemy. So he operated him, and after having done operation completed, he put him in the father's room for taking rest. And now the man remained there for a few days, and slowly and gradually he was recovering from all his wounds. He recovered slowly and gradually. He recovered. Now Dr. Sadao thought of getting rid over this man. So Dr. Sadao, in order to get rid of his enemy, he informed the matter to General Takima. He informed the matter to General Takima so that he won't be blamed. His life would not be in danger. He told everything to General Takima that there is an American soldier in my house and it has happened. So General Takima said, don't worry, I will take care of him. I will send my private guards, my private assassins, murderers. He keeps the murderer for doing illegal work. So Dr. Sadao said, okay, all right. He informed the matter to him and came. And um, when he was in the house, he waited for the assassins in the night. He opened the windows and door, and along with his wife, they were sleeping. And he waited one day in the night that somebody would come. Some person would come and kill the man, but nobody came. He waited second night, third night, fourth night, fifth night, but nobody came to kill the because the general had forgotten. Actually, he was suffering from heart disease, heart ailment. He needed operation. He was a selfish man. He did not carry his responsibility properly. So therefore, he had forgotten even about his enemy, even about prisoner of war. He said, I will send and you will get rid of. So 5 days over, 6 days over, he did not come. Now he was in danger. He was in trouble. He was frightened. He thought, now how to get rid over this man? What to do? Because the American was now completely healed. He had got completely recovered from his wounds and he thought that he can be a danger for me. I can be blamed of detective or traitor. Okay, so he one day brought a boat, and on the boat he put all kinds of facility like quilt, blanket, food, water, container, all the requirements one require for journey. He he arranged the boat quietly without being noticed, without being observed by anyone. And then he one day quietly gave his torch to this prisoner of war, and he told him to leave the place quietly. So he went till the seashore and make the man sit in the boat, gave him a torch, and he told him that there is an island. Go a little far, there is an island, and you stay there, keep my boat there, and from there you can get the ships or the boat to your country or any other country. You can escape. So the man went, and he had also told him that use the torch. He gave him the torch and said that if you are there and if you need something, suppose you are there 2 days, 3 days, if you need something, some water, some food, you flash torchlight during twilight. Twilight means before evening and after sunset. Yes, during that time. Because if you flash the light in the darkness, people will identify that somebody is there. So not that time, but twilight time. Exact time he gave, 6 o'clock, 6:30, whatever the twilight time. He said that time you give me a flash if you are there, if you need something. If you don't need something, if you are not there, then no issue. So he gave him torch and bid him goodbye. So the man went, and Dr. Sadao waited 1 day, 2 day, 3 day for the signal of this man, whether he is there or not. But he did not get any signal. So he understood that the man is gone, the man is escaped. Now he was happy because he got rid of this man, because he treated him, he operated him, he saved the life of a human being. But after this, he was called by the general, and again he was called by the general. Why? Because general needed operation. So he went to the general Takima, and he operated general, and he also told him about the escape of the man. He told general that I had informed you about that prisoner of war, but that prisoner of war has escaped. You told me, you promised me that you would send your private guards, your assassins. You did not send, and he has escaped. So now, general, it was his turn. It was general became irresponsible. So he thought that don't worry, I would take care of it, and you would be rewarded for this. So this way, the Dr. Sadao, he did his duty. He got rid of the problem, got rid. So he did both the things. As a doctor, he saved his life, and as a human being, as a soldier, he had informed the general also. It's not that he cheated. He had informed the general, but the general was too selfish for himself, and therefore he had forgotten about all those things. Therefore, he did not send his private guards to kill the white man. So, what was the name of the white man? His name was Tom. 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 And now, once he had gone, he came to his house, and his wife and Dr. Sadao, both of them, they were imagining, they were thinking of all the Americans, those who had come in their life in America. They were thinking about the talkative wife of Professor Harley. They were thinking about Professor Harley. They were also thinking about their anatomy professor who had taught them so well about anatomy, human anatomy. So they were having all the picture of all this personality, and finally both of them were satisfied. They were happy that they had done something good for humanity, and at the same time they did not cheat their country, they did not betray their country. So this is the end of the chapter we have done. Okay, clear everybody? Any doubt? Any